Good morning, and welcome to Monday Morning Rituals, your weekly reset to take back your mornings and your mindset. Today, we're kicking off week one with the 2020 Formula Reset. In the next 20 minutes or so, you'll learn how to build a morning routine that brings clarity, momentum, and peace before the world even wakes up. By the end of this session, you'll have one simple mobility circuit, one line to guide your day, a better understanding of what 1% better truly means, and a small weekly challenge you can actually stick to. So, here's what we're going to do today. We'll have a move section. The move section is a 60-minute mobility circuit. Reflect, a one-line daily intention that sets the tone for who you are becoming in your life. Grow, what 1% better means and why it's the secret to long-term change. And challenge, a simple, doable, micro commitment for this week. Let's start with 60 seconds of movement. Nothing intense, just activation. And actually, before we get into that, I would like to quickly discuss the 2020 formula. And where I found this, it was from the 5 a.m. Club, which is a wonderful book by author Sharma. It talks about how to reclaim your life by waking up at 5 a.m. I know it sounds hard, but trust me, it is amazing and life-changing. And then also incorporating 60 minutes before you start your day, 20 minutes moving, 20 minutes reflecting, journaling, meditating, and 20 minutes of learning something new in the field or the side project that you are currently pursuing. And if you're like me, you're pursuing multiple things all at once, and I think that's okay as well. Just being intentional about what you're doing and being committed and disciplined. So with that out of the way, we can move on to the move segment. So there are 5 movements we'll do today. Those movements are neck circles, shoulder rolls, spine reach plus twist, hip openers, and ankle circles. I'll guide you through it. Don't worry about being perfect. Don't worry about being super intense. Just focus on feeling your body wake up this morning. Also, before starting any type of physical activity, I recommend that you speak with your physician to make sure that your heart is healthy enough to start doing any kind of movement exercises. So now we can go ahead. I'm going to do this demo. I'm going to try to do a bit of it sitting, but I would encourage you to stand. The reason is my camera may not, we'll see. I'll try. So here we go. We're going to start with neck circles. All right. So slow and gentle. Let your head roll in a circle. Then switch sides. Just feel the tension, let it go. Just activate some of those large muscles in the neck. All right. Now, let's do some shoulder rolls. Just roll your shoulders. I like to start rolling backwards. Just roll, then back. Let some of that tension drop off. Nice and controlled. Forward and back. All right. Now we'll do spine reach plus twist. So you'll reach both arms up and then you'll rotate to the left and to the right. Think about making space between each of your vertebrae in your back. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. All right. Hip openers. So we'll take one step forward with one of our feet and open up our hips. Try to stay loose. Nothing fancy here. Just down and rotate out the hip. All right. Down. Now we'll do ankle circles. 1 foot at a time, we'll be drawing circles with our toes, and then we'll switch sides. Nice and easy here. I go to the left. I go to the right. And just focus on nice circles here. Loosening up the ankle, those muscles and tendons and ligaments. And relax. Awesome. I hope that helped your body wake up. I feel a lot better now. Now that your body is awake, we're going to reset the inside. This is where your morning power actually comes from. So I'd like you to find a comfortable seat, relax your shoulders, let your hands rest naturally, either on your lap, on your desk, or wherever you find comfort. We'll start with simple breathing. Inhale through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 2, 1. Exhale slowly for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale for 4. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that pattern going. This tells your nervous system we're safe, we're grounded, we're in control. keep that going, guys. Now, while you keep that going, bring your awareness slowly from the top of your head down. Relax the space around your eyes. Unclench your jaw. Soften your neck. Let your shoulders drop just a little bit more. Release your chest. Let your abdomen be soft. Relax your hips. Feel your legs get heavy. Feel your feet grounded on the floor or whatever they're resting on. Your whole body is shifting out of stress mode and into a state you can actually build from. Now check in with your emotional space. What are you carrying this morning? Stress, pressure, fatigue, expectations, maybe a little anxiety about the week ahead. That's all normal. You don't need to fix any of it right now. Just notice it, acknowledge it. Labeling what you feel lowers the intensity and creates space for clarity and solutions. Quietly tell yourself, I can hold challenges without losing myself. Now, we're going to anchor into identity, because identity drives behavior. Picture the version of you you're becoming this year. A bit more strong, a little more patient, more consistent, more focused, more grounded, and kind to yourself. See that version of you standing just one step ahead of where you are now. Now say this internally. I choose to show up as that version today. Not tomorrow, not next month, today. Now zoom out for a moment. You woke up today, you're breathing, you have another chance to get 1% better. You do not need a perfect day. They do not exist. You only need an intentional day. And that starts from within. Let this thought settle in. Small choices create big shifts. Now imagine the rest of your day unfolding with calm focus. See yourself moving through tasks with steadiness. See yourself responding instead of reacting. See yourself carrying good energy into every room you enter, whether that's work, home, errands, or the pickleball court. That's your power today. Presence. Take one final slow inhale. Hold. And exhale out all the tension. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest slightly. Feel the shift in your body and your mind. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. You've just completed your Dr. K internal reset, a short grounding practice to realign your mind, your body, and identity for the day ahead. Now, let's give your day some direction. Reflection gives direction. Instead of writing a full journal entry every morning, I like to use one simple line that sets my intention for the day. Here's the formula. Today, I will show up as someone who. That's it. It's that simple, guys. It really is. One line, but if you do it consistently each day, it shifts how you move through your day. Let me give you a few examples that I like to use. Today, I will show up as someone who protects my peace. Today, I will show up as someone who finishes what I start. Today, I will show up as someone who moves with patience. Today, I will show up as someone who brings good energy. So take a moment and fill in that blank for yourself. If you're live with me, drop a one-line intention in the chat. I'd love to read a couple. Great. Lock that in. That's your internal compass for today. That is your internal guide. Now, let's talk about growth, specifically what 1% better truly means. Because this phrase gets thrown around quite a bit. Most people hear 1% better and they think it means doing more. More tasks, more hustle, more grind, more this, more that. But in reality, 1% is not about doing more. It's about doing small things with more intention. Here's the 1% better loop I want you to remember. Action leads to reflection, which then leads to adjustment, which leads to more action, and then you repeat. One small intentional action, one small check-in, one small tweak. And that's it. That's how transformation actually happens over time. And here's a helpful way to think about it. 1% of our day is about 14 minutes. You don't have to change your whole life in a day. I wouldn't attempt to do anything like that. You just need about 14 minutes of deliberate effort in the right direction. That could be as simple as 5 minutes of stretching, 5 minutes of practicing the new language that you want to learn, 4 minutes of reviewing your intention and your plan for the day. Nothing dramatic, just consistent. Consistency is key to success. All right, let's turn this into something you can actually do this week. Here's your week 1 challenge. Wake up 10 minutes earlier for any 3 days this week. That's it. Not an hour earlier, not at 5 o'clock in the morning, not suddenly becoming a morning bird overnight. Just 10 minutes earlier, 3 times. On those mornings, do 3 things. Breathe. Take 2 or 3 slow, intentional breaths like we just practiced. Move. Run through that 60-minute mobility circuit. Reflect. Write your 1-line intention for the day. That alone will start to shift how your mornings feel. You just completed week 1 of Monday Morning Rituals, the 20-20-20 formula reset. Remember, move for 60 seconds, reset internally, reflect with 1 line, and focus on being just 1% better. If you found this helpful, save this session and use it as your guide for the week and for the many weeks ahead. And next Monday, we'll be back with week 2, Beat the Sun. Well, we will look at why rising before the sun rewires your focus. Have a powerful, intentional day. I'll see you next Monday.